Well, Mallory Quigley with the Susan B. Anthony list joins us now to discuss this anniversary and the pro-life movement as we go forward. Mallory, welcome to Faith Nation.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, do you think that we will see Roe versus Wade overturned anytime soon?
Well, we certainly hope so. I mean, the strategy of the pro-life movement for the last 4 decades has been to get a president and a Senate in place that would appoint and confirm judges like the ones that Donald Trump gave us, Amy Coney Barrett, Brett Kavanaugh, and Neil Gorsuch. We had a promising decision from the court just before the president's term ended with this new 6-3 dynamic that's emerging. And certainly there are tons of cases that are bubbling up from the state level. So the court is going to have opportunities to rule on things like the 5-month abortion ban, the disability discrimination abortion ban, and all these things could overturn Roe versus Wade, or at least chip away at it.
The Biden administration issued a statement about the 48th anniversary of Roe, saying, quote, "In the past 4 years, reproductive health, including the right to choose, has been under relentless and extreme attack. We are deeply committed to making sure everyone has access to care, including reproductive health care, regardless of income, race, zip code, health insurance status, or immigration status." So, Mallory, what does that mean, that statement, for the pro-life strategy going forward?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, notably, the word abortion is missing from that declaration. It means that the Biden administration is determined, along with the pro-abortion Congress, to get rid of the Hyde Amendment, which since its inception, it's been bipartisan, decades-long policy to stop taxpayer funding of abortion on demand. That's what it means to provide abortion regardless of income. It's a profoundly, I believe, racist and classist policy to say to women in the Medicaid system that we are going to pay for you to take the life of your unborn child rather than get at the root causes for why they may be seeking an abortion.
Mallory, what would you say to critics who say pro-life groups are only concerned about the unborn and not the babies once they are born? This is often a big debate over the life issue, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it is, but it's increasingly an outdated, old argument. There's more than 2,400 pregnancy centers nationwide that are increasingly medicalized, that are coming alongside women, providing not just, diapers, but material, financial, medical, emotional, spiritual assistance, and connecting them with the resources in their communities. The pro-life movement is actually more prepared than ever to come alongside women and the support system that they have in their lives to help them choose life. And I think this is a really important point to make, that it's about loving them both.
Amen. All right. What about the grassroots efforts to prevent abortion and to change hearts? Do you think it will do more good long term?
Yeah, I think that there's an interplay here between politics and the legislative battles that we're embarking on right now, and the grassroots direct contact with women who are experiencing unplanned pregnancies. These are two sides of the same coin. They've got to work together. Politics does impact culture, and culture does impact politics. So respectfully, and I'll tell Paul that I disagreed with his conclusion at the end there, but we can save lives by welcoming children and protecting them under the law, and supporting women on the ground by changing hearts and minds and making abortion unthinkable.
All right. And so real quick, you're still smiling. So I'm getting a sense that you are still positive as we're going into this new Biden administration.
There is actually a lot to be positive about looking back at the last election. We've got nearly 30 new pro-life women who are joining the incumbents. There's going to be a huge explosion of pro-life women's voices here in Washington, and already at the states, Florida, Montana, Kentucky, so many states already in the, it's only been 22 days this year, moving to protect babies by stopping abortions after 5 months. That's a huge project in Florida, which actually has a significant number of late-term abortions. Montana, they're stopping abortions for cases such as when the child is diagnosed in the womb with Down syndrome. So too in South Dakota, the governor wants to move forward with that. So there are a lot of legislative moves happening right now that are going to fuel, I believe, a national conversation that opens up Americans' eyes. And even as we face and are on defense with the Biden administration, it will allow us to call out abortion extremism and to educate Americans that, sadly, the U.S. is just one of 7 countries worldwide to allow abortion beyond 5 months. And as people wake up to that truth, they'll choose life.
All righty. Mallory Quigley, thank you so much for your time.